Happy Mother's Day to Mummy. I love you so much. You are the best mummy in the world. No one could ever ask for a better mummy than you. I'm incredibly lucky to have you.
I love my mum because she loves me and kisses me and does the ironing. I swear to God, he wrote that in school. He wrote that in school.
Oh my God. He liked dressing up. That was one of my bras.
My name's Julie. I have one daughter and I'm a mother.
My name is Colette. I have one son. I'm a mother.
My name is Jane. I have 2 sons and I am a mother.
We were on holiday at the time and I wasn't feeling great. At the time we didn't know that obviously we were expecting.
But I never had any of these weird cravings for onions or, you know what you hear some people saying, like they'd send the husband out at night time to get ice cream or they, you know. But no, Mark was quite lucky because, you know, I should have played on that, shouldn't I?
It took 5 years to get pregnant the first time. That it was challenging because I thought I'd get pregnant straight away.
Yeah, I loved being pregnant because I never lost my figure. I was really quite slim and I just had a big bump.
My first son came along and life changed dramatically. I found out I couldn't handle it. I cried all the time. I thought I was a terrible mum. I was diagnosed with postnatal depression. So I'd gone from being this manager, this organised woman, to not being able to feed my baby, not being able to... I wondered when I'd even have a shower again, when I'd be able to paint my nails again.
I think when they went to deliver him by cesarean, there was probably a time there where I thought, oh God, I hope he's okay. I hope he's going to cry, you know, because when your baby's delivered, they cry, don't they? And I was like thinking, and when I heard his little cry, I was like, oh my God. I'd love to go back again. I wish I could just go back in time, and I think I'd appreciate it or value it more, because you looking back, you think, oh God, you take things for granted. Don't think things for granted, guys. You know, live life to full and be happy. But I just wish I could go back to those years.
There were times when obviously you have your challenging times when they go through the terrible 2s and 3s and tantrums. You know that that's everything that every mother will go through.
When the boys were sort of 3 and 5, unfortunately the marriage ended. That was my choice. But then I became a single mum, so I then moved out of the family home. I went into a rented house just around the corner. So we still, between us, shared responsibility of both boys, but that was a challenge. I discovered that having postnatal depression, I didn't take any tablets, I didn't go on any antidepressants. I thought, I'm going to fight this on my own, and the way I was going to fight it was with exercise.
Obviously your life does change as you become a parent, and you know that you're not going to have that freedom to just live the life that you had before.
You know, we were always out and we were always socialising and partying, and when I had James, it was like I had to become the sensible one then. So I wish I'd done more with me, because I threw everything. This is where I threw everything into Mark. Everything. And then when I had James, I threw everything into him. And I lost part of myself. So, yeah, but I don't regret it. You just kind of think, had I spent a bit more time living me, then I would have been... Does that make sense?
Would you have changed that? Would you have gone back and looked after yourself more?
I would have left James with Mark a bit more and done things for me. Definitely.
Yeah.
But I think another hard time is as they grow up and are facing their own emotional challenges that you don't have the answers for. And I think that is hard, because you don't know the best thing to do, but all you can do is just be there and listen and hope that between you can work through things.
Yeah. Another time he kept trying to escape out that side of the house, which was really bad. And I said to Mark, we can't let him go on the road. So I had to put on this balaclava. I did. This is a horrible story. This is really bad, isn't it? As a parent, this is my worst. And Mark says, and I went, I've got to stop him doing it. He goes, well, no, just lock the gate. Oh no, Clarke went further. She went with this balaclava out and went, I pretend to be a witch. Is that really bad? Is that really, really bad? And he came to the gate, I went, ah, and he ran in. He ran in screaming and jumped on his dad's lap. And Mark really told me off. But that day, my child never, ever tried to go on to that. Because this is the main road. We live on a really busy main road, don't we? I need support here now. And I was so worried that he'd go on that road. If he went on the road, he'd been, that was it. So, yeah, it was not a very proud moment, I have to say. But I stopped him going on the road. Honestly, it was like this.
But I also am really grateful for the fact that as she got older, we did become more friends and spend a lot more time doing things together. Trips to London and, going shopping, sharing clothes, makeup, all that kind of stuff.
I used to say to James, I won't miss you when you're gone to uni. I will not miss you at all. And he goes, you will. I'm going, yeah, whatever. I want the towels to pick up. I will have to chase you around the room. And then when he left, it was like there was a huge hole.
When he went to university, it was tough. I sat in his room crying the whole first weekend.
And I think the only advice I could give young people is that fun, live life, travel, get out there, see the world. There'll be plenty of time for relationships and babies down the line. Don't think, oh, I've got a boy, I want a baby. No, you don't. And I've got a girl, I want a baby. You don't. You want to live your life and live your life to the full.
I think that the best thing is to just enjoy every moment. You know that you're going to go through hard times, it's going to be tiring, you're going to be exhausted, but it is the most amazing thing you can do.
I want them to always dance with me. I want my children to know that they can always hug me and dance with me, and those moments are special. Yeah, they're always in here, even when they're not here. I want them to know that I'm still singing and dancing on my own in the kitchen, and I'm walking up and down the hallway singing songs, and I'm forever in the car singing at the top of my voice, because that's what they want. And when certain artists come on, I want them to know that I like those songs too.
Perfect.
Yeah.